public librarians, public librarianship to other things. You all talk about very different venues now.
Well, I think the skills you learn in any library setting or information professional setting, they're transferable, and it's just about being able to communicate how the skills that you learn in one setting can apply to another setting. And it's really about, just being able to see parallels, and it may not look like you have the experience, but you just have to help the employer understand, oh, yes, I do, I did this, it just wasn't called the same thing, or it looked a little different, but it was the same skill.
Right. As working in public libraries, I had no opportunity whatsoever to give any kind of information literacy instruction on sort of a class level, but I taught computer classes, I taught classes in Microsoft Word on Saturday mornings, how to use the internet, and I did one-on-one instruction with patrons who, wanted to find something in a database, and I said, do you want me to show you how I did this? And more often than not, they would say, yeah, show me how you did that. And so it's just a matter of relating the fact that I had no fear teaching in that sort of group setting in whatever aspect, whether it was instruction or Word or Google, whatever. And I had the knowledge to do the information literacy part. So you can take many aspects of a seemingly unrelated job and show how it fits. You learn multitasking skills, you learn efficiency. Those are big things in whatever job you're in. And you can't learn them anywhere better than a public library. And
with an excellent mentor.
Yes, I would not be where I am today. But those are big things that serve me well in a job as an academic librarian.
I thought I had tanked my interview for the reader services position at EVA because I went in thinking it was all about fiction, and I got the job. And when Gail called me, I actually said, I was sitting at my desk at Dialogue, I was like, you've got to be kidding. She said, no, really, I thought you were taking this job. That would not have been the best thing to say. I really thought I had tanked it. I mean, first of all, I waddled in 7 months pregnant, which always makes you feel a little vulnerable. I'm sure you can all relate. But then she asked, about what I've been reading, and and I've just been reading books about having babies, and I really couldn't, recommend those. Well, this really gives a good description of what labor is like, and apparently it's really horrible. So I asked her later, I was like, why did you hire me? I mean, I didn't have the reader's advisory experience, I didn't have that piece of it, and she said it was the management experience. So and actually the management experience has really come in handy. Now, we also agreed on reflection that she probably should have hired somebody with a little bit more public library experience. My learning curve was really steep for that, and it took me a while to really adjust to that mentality, but I've certainly done it, and I think but it was the management experience that so you never know what they really need. The whole job description is really important.
And you need to be willing to, like you didn't have the public library experience, I needed to really come up to speed on a lot of the scientific information and that setting, and there is, when you do make those transitions, you have to be pretty, you have a lot of initiative and be ready to hit the ground running, because you're on your own. They're not going to train you on that sort of thing. They expect you to come up to speed on your own.
The first day I had to take a fine. I had no idea I had to take a fine. I mean, I have a master's degree, but I never worked at the last time I worked at cash register was when I worked at Daryl's in high school. So I had no idea what I was doing. I was a good manager though.
We have time for one more question or 2 questions.